this your first time acting? You did a fantastic job. You did a fantastic job.
I actually went to a film school in Nigeria.
The idea came again that make this into a film.
If I would sing any line, it would be the line that says, "My faith won't fail." So it goes, "My faith won't fail, my faith won't fail. Jesus prayed for me."
It takes a village to raise a child. I feel like it took a village to create this masterpiece.
What's the worst thing that could happen?
Is that even a question? If you like, don't watch it. All the blood, sweat, and tears.
But yeah, it took a lot. It's worth it, and it's the first of many. Hi, my name is Bukky.
I go by Daisy.
My name is Rejoice.
My name is Uchoma.
My name is Femi.
My name is Rume, and this is the story behind Disguise.
Play Nara on the set. It's not Nara, it's Nara. I made sure I told everybody that on set. I played that, and I'm the director. So I also produced and did some of my makeup, did what else? Scouted location, begged people, got people together, welfare in some cases. Anyway, this is the project that the Lord gave me, and the Lord helped me to execute it.
As far as camera work is concerned, I am the one who did the camera work for the short film, as far as, you know, the look, that basically translating your idea into picture.
The set designer, I was also the stylist. Sometimes I did the makeup, and I was also Nara's, the voice of Nara's friend. I also played a role in writing the theme song as well.
Was a producer.
And I am the writer of Disguise.
Supported behind the scenes, yeah, in terms of, like, you know, camera work, you know, lighting on set, and, you know, just other things that needed to be done.
So I've always enjoyed filmmaking, and I've always known that I would make film and acting as well. I know I'm already very dramatic as a person. So I joined this Bible study called Journey Through the Epistles with Daniel Babalola. So shout out to Daniel Babalola. And since I've been joining, this Bible study started 2020 or 2021. And since I've been joining, there's some things I'm learning. I'm like, oh my gosh, people don't know this. People need to learn about this. And as they come to me, I'm like, oh, but I don't just want to like share it and text. I'm not a big writer, but I was like, I need to show this in picture. So it will come, it would go. But one time we were studying Revelation, and we explained a couple of things and about believers, discouragement, how the devil shows up in different ways that we don't think about. And the idea came again that make this into a film. Like the other ones, I was like, it will probably go. It's not the time, I'm busy and all of that. But I kept on going for Bible study. I kept on praying about it. It came stronger and stronger until I couldn't deny this. And I was like, I know this is what the Lord will have us do. I needed a writer, a screenwriter. And in my head, I was like, maybe I'll just use AI to just write the screen and all of that, or write the script. But then the Lord placed Uchoma in my head, and I was like, okay, Lord, I'll ask her, but I don't know.
I felt good, but jokes aside, I absolutely hold Bukky in high regard. So when she said, oh, she has this story and she's looking for how to, you know, turn it into screenplay format, I was ready to hop on the project. But if I must add, it was highly collaborative, because I would send her drafts and she would say, oh, can we tweak this? Can we take this off? Can we add this? So it was highly collaborative between the owner of the story and I, the screenwriter, and I absolutely the process. That I have worked on a film project. I actually went to a film school in Nigeria and I have worked on some Nollywood sets. So this was not my first project, but this is the first set that I have been in ever since I moved.
When I asked Rume as well that, hey, would you mind doing this? So like, okay, I said pray about it, and he said, sure, I'd love to do that. And Rume has done, I've seen projects that Rume has done before.
And I remember when you came to me at first, you're like, I should pray about it. I was very excited, being that I'm also a creative myself. You know, I love motion picture. I love anything to do with camera work. You know, I have some movies that have inspired me in the past. So I think it was a privilege to be able to do something of the sort in my own vein, I guess. You know, also when you came to me with the idea, you know, it was something that was really important because you wanted to pass across a message, a biblical message. And I think it was a huge thing. Well, being able to work with you to do that meant a lot to me.
And asking Rejoice as well for producing.
At first, I was nervous because yes, some people know me as a photographer and I do a little here and there creativity. So for her to, hit me up and have me on her baby was just an honor. And for someone to believe in me, I was really shocked. But when we started, it became not just something that was being talked about, but, a dream being fulfilled.
On Daisy, I know what Daisy has done.
My pastor, our pastor, Apostle Emmanuel Iren, talks about stepping into different spaces, media, entertainment, these different spaces. So when she asked me, that was one of my thoughts. I did go to school for things like this, but I've never really pushed myself. So I think I was afraid because I had never really stepped into my creative or tapped into creativity in a space where everyone gets to see it.
I know what Femi has done. So these are the key people that I needed for the crew.
When you came to me with the idea, I was like, cool, that's really nice, because I've always been looking for an avenue to kind of, lean in more into my creative side, which I haven't really been able to do for a very long time. I mean, growing up, I really love art, but then at some point along the way, I just, dialed in on, my academic journey. So when it came up to me the idea, and I was like, wow, this is a perfect opportunity for me to show my creative side on this project. And I was really glad to jump on it.
So asking each one of them and seeing them say yes was very rewarding.
When I was asked to write the theme song, first it was an honor. But my approach with the theme song was to stick to the script and to tell the story through the lens of the writer. A lot of scriptures, a lot of studying the script to know what exactly the one message would be from the storyline. If I would sing any line, it would be the line that says, "My faith won't fail." So it goes, "My faith won't fail, my faith won't fail. Hey, Jesus prayed for me." Because he did, yes.
And then on set, just seeing how we all came together, seeing the creativity come alive. We'll pray and then the Lord will just help us. We'll figure out things.
So I think there was a lot of synergy. That's my favorite word, synergy, by the way. I think
we all came together and collaborated, and it just reaffirmed that
it takes a village to raise a child. I feel like it took a village to create this masterpiece.
The trial and errors, the learning from experience, I think a lot of that made it worthwhile.
I can remember there was a point where we were trying to deal with shadows in the room, and we were trying to capture it in a way that we don't have shadows in the camera. So, the way we played around, the way we figured out, the softbox is gonna make this work and everything. So these are one of the few things that, might probably not mean a lot when you just say it out loud. But now I'm gonna be in that situation, I just know exactly what to do instead of, tinkering around. Yeah, but I really learned a lot of that, but that's the first one that jumped out at me.
one of my favorite parts of being on set was the food. We used my apartment for maybe, 70% of the film. That included my bedroom, it included my wardrobe, my kitchen, my living room, my workstation, the swimming pool in my apartment, the gazebo in my apartment, even my neighborhood safe, and my car. So
Thought we'll be able to do more, but trying to get all the takes, trying to set up, that took so long.
Towards the latter part, it was that's where you needed more grit to stand firm and finish well. First of all, tell me why not? Why wouldn't you watch it?
What's the worst thing that could happen? I mean, it's a short film, so it's not a long film. Probably just take 10 to 15 minutes of your time.
Is that even a question? If you like, don't watch it. All the blood, sweat, and tears.
See the hard work that we put behind this. Like now I hail filmmakers. I'm like, yo, like see the hard work. See that. It's my first project. So be nice, be kind, thank you. But also even more importantly, I want you to see the message.
I think it carries a message for everyone. It's very relatable, it's real.
Feel the impact of what it's the true story behind it and what it really means, of not only being down, but believing and knowing that God will always get you through there.
I want you to come to watch this short film, maybe even prayed up, right? Or even if you're not a believer, just come to watch it excited and follow the message and see the story. There is also something that I saved for you at the end of the short film that I want you to see.
The simple message about the power of prayer, and that oftentimes when we are taken away from our devotion, there are forces behind the scene making sure that you do not speak to your Heavenly Father.
So what I hope you get from it is the Word of God for you in your season, in your time. And I really do hope as well that people would, if you need prayers after this, I'm very open. If you need, I want to say counseling, but talk to your pastor. But no, if you want to talk, I'm very open as well. I know God is starting something, and I want you to take that. God's heart for you. I want to take it from there.
Bukky is a woman of many talents, and I'm sure she has something else cooking.
Stay tuned, watch out for more, subscribe to the channel and just be expecting.
And for the partners out there, y'all should hit us up. We have a whole team, we have a whole production team, and we look forward to making more films. This is not the end. We're just getting started.
But yeah, it took a lot. It's worth it, and it's the first of many.